Anderson Cooper 360, weeknights at 8 and 10 on CNN.
It sounds like a great idea. High-speed rail across the country. Supporters say it would simultaneously reduce congestion and pollution and add a true alternative to air travel. Like I said, sounds great. The reality, though, is much more complicated. And the crown jewel of high-speed hopes, California's bullet train, is in real trouble. But this isn't only a California story. There are billions of federal tax dollars, that's your money, tied up in developing a system that has so far struggled to deliver on the big promises made by politicians. Drew Griffin is keeping them honest.
For the past decade, California has been the best hope for true high-speed rail in America. A vision of the future the rest of the U.S. would certainly follow. Backed by a nearly $10 billion California voter-approved bond measure passed 4 years ago, and another $3.5 billion of your federal tax dollars, the idea was to link the Golden State's two biggest cities with a 200-mile-an-hour bullet. Which is why Californians overwhelmingly approved it. A bullet train connecting Los Angeles with San Francisco in a little more than 2 hours. But like many high-speed rail projects across the country, it hasn't happened yet. And even once staunch supporters of this train are asking, where is it?
It's true. I introduced as a state senator the first bill to create high-speed rail in California.
When was that?
In 1992.
Retired Judge Quentin Kopp pushed the state's first high-speed rail bill back in 1992. He tried again in 1996, and then, as chairman of the High-Speed Rail Authority,
So we're on our way.
Kopp, ever the cheerleader, in 2008 rallied California voters to back the bond measure to pay for high-speed rail.
So a lofty goal, a goal that everybody thought was a great idea. The bond measure passed with tremendous support. What happened?
Over the next 3 years, what happened was the collapse of the plan to run genuine high-speed rail. I call it the Great Train Robbery.
The Great Train Robbery. With millions already spent, billions pledged, the result in California has so far amounted to, well, nothing. Kopp's vision of boarding a train here in San Francisco and stepping off that same train 2 hours and 40 minutes later in downtown Los Angeles has, he says, turned into a blended system. It means sharing tracks, going some parts slow, some parts fast, but according to Kopp, not true high-speed rail. And certainly not what Californians voted for. And remember, that's your money. You, the taxpayer, are also along for this ride.
What we're talking about is a vision for high-speed rail in America.
The Obama administration, in its push to build high-speed rail, has given California $3.5 billion federal dollars.
So are we getting, as U.S. taxpayers and as California taxpayers, are we just getting ripped off here? How are they getting away with this?
Under this plan, we're getting ripped off, no question about it.
Earlier this year, we asked outgoing Transportation Secretary Ray LaHood, where is the high-speed rail the Obama administration has already spent $12 billion supporting? He told us it's coming.
And I'm wondering, after 4 years and $12 billion spent, if you're disappointed at where high-speed rail is. Where is the high-speed rail?
The high-speed rail, in 4 years, we've invested $12 billion. That's just the federal money. That doesn't count any of the other money that's been invested in California. The Assembly there just passed to sell bonds worth $10 billion. And soon in California, they'll be turning a spade of dirt and they'll be starting to build their high-speed rail. In some parts of the country, we're going to have trains going 200 miles an hour.
When?
As soon as we can get the kind of work that needs to be done started, and it's starting.
The General Accounting Office did give a lukewarm endorsement of the project, but raised red flags that cost estimates could be improved, warning the project faces funding uncertainty. We wanted to ask the chairman of California's High-Speed Rail Authority about how soon and, more importantly, how realistic is it that California will actually finish what it hasn't even begun? But the chairman, Dan Richard, has stopped giving interviews to CNN. His staff told us they don't like the tone of our reports. They did send a statement saying California's high-speed rail program is moving forward with a cost-effective and efficient plan that was approved by the legislature. The statement goes on to say we look forward to breaking ground this summer and begin creating thousands of jobs. But in February, the chairman of the High-Speed Rail Authority, Dan Richard, did have to answer in person to the state legislature, which is growing more concerned about the plan and the apparent lack of money to finish what's now estimated to be a $68 billion job. Dan Richard basically told California lawmakers, trust me.
Mr. Chairman, we don't have answers for you, but we do have a mindset of looking at all of these things. It will be a series of 10% solutions. There's not going to be a silver bullet.
No silver bullet. And if former supporters like Judge Kopp are right, no bullet train. Drew Griffin, CNN, San Francisco.
Now, California's high-speed rail, at least the first part of it, was supposed to break ground, as you saw in that statement in Drew's report, this summer. Well, summer's almost here, a week away. The groundbreaking date now pushed back until late next month. As Drew pointed out, there's a lot of uncertainty still, and this is after years of planning. A lawsuit underway in California says the high-speed rail plan is so far removed from what the voters actually okayed, they should either go back to the original plan or just scrap the project. We promise. We'll keep you posted.